What up, YouTube? It's your boy John King, aka J Smooth here. Just got finished watching episode 2 of season 6 called Home. And holy shit. We're going to get into it. We're going to get into the end. We know what happened. It was the best thing ever. It shocked the hell out of me, which you can see in my reaction video below. Listen, I did a review last week. I did a reaction last week. You know, it was too long. Even my review was too long. I want to make it shorter, but there's just so much shit that happens in these episodes. Maybe it's just the first 2 episodes where they're like straight up adding everything in it. So I'm hoping maybe for next week they're going to start those episodes where they focus all on the North and maybe go to one person. Or one episode is just one person because holy shit. I mean, look at this. Look at all these notes. And all this sloppy ass handwriting. Look, how am I supposed to do this in 15 minutes or 20 minutes? I'm going to try. Alright? Usually I go by region and by the different lands where they, you know, up in the north and in the war. But I'm not going to do it like that this time. I'm just going to go through the episode from beginning to end because, you know, the end has to be talked about separately because it's the most fucking amazing thing that's ever happened. Ever on Game of Thrones. And it's so weird. How are we so shocked when we all know what's going to happen? Alright, starting off from the beginning. I'm going to try to go as quick as possible, man. Bran, finally back. Looking grown as hell. He's as tall as Willis now. It's insane. Listen, it's amazing to see it. He goes back into the past. Not only do we see a young Ned, but we actually see Benjen. We're probably never going to see Benjen again. So seeing him in the past is amazing. That's the only time we're going to see him, guys. I think he's dead. He's cold hands or some shit. Who knows? Alright. And then we see Lyanna, which I'm pretty sure that's not going to be the last time we see her. But we see Lyanna. Of course, Ned and Benjen is fighting. It looks like Benjen is like training Ned and all this stuff. And then, of course, Bran thinks they see him. But no, they don't see him. Who do we see? We see Willis, the stable boy. But of course, Willis is Hodor. So this is like a mystery all on its own. I'm not sure they're going to delve into this. I'm almost pretty sure they're not going to delve into this unless there's like some special magical mystical shit that happened that makes him say Hodor over and over again. Or maybe, I don't know. I feel like George R. R. Martin wrote that because it's like he can't say Willis. It just doesn't sound cool. You know, it's like Hodor, Hodor. That sounds better. I mean, because if he was just saying like Willis, that doesn't sound cool. You know what I mean? What you talking about, Willis? Anyway. So, yeah, his name is Willis, and apparently he could talk. Where did that come from? You know what I mean? Mr. Hot Pie from back in the days over here can talk. Now apparently he can't talk. I don't know what's going on over here. This is crazy. What do you think happened to him? I mean, comment below. Let me know why the hell he only says Hodor over and over again. I've read all the books, but I'm one of those people that kind of skim through to the important parts. You know, I think I got a lot of information, but I don't remember all this stuff from the books. Anything where they describing trees and rocks and the grayscale of it and all that shit, I kind of skip. I skimmed through that. All right, so Davos. Secondly, flipping over to the wall. All right, Davos. The moment from the trailer is here. Now, see, I said it. I said, listen, every time they show Jon Snow's body, all of those moments from the first episode seem to have been in the trailer. So I'm thinking, all right, the only part that wasn't in the trailer where they showed Jon Snow was that part with them knocking through the door, which we saw when Liam Cunningham was on, I think it was Conan O'Brien or Jimmy Fallon, whatever. It was on one of those TV show networks, and they showed that clip. I didn't know it was going to be episode 2, but apparently this is the clip. They're knocking on the door, and I'm like, holy shit, like this is the beginning of the episode. They're really about to come in there and start a war, but no. Right through that last hit where it busts through, what happened? You hear something at the door. And then, of course, the most amazing moment ever. My boy 1-1 coming in like gangbusters, all gangster and shit. He come in, the wildlings come in, then they stop, a standoff. And then, I mean, come on. I don't even know why they would try. I mean, Alistair Thorne got some balls. He's like, kill them or fight them. These dudes is cowards. They soft as hell. These dudes is nothing but like rapists and a whole bunch of criminals. These dudes don't know how to fight. Most of these people ain't high lords and all that stuff because, as we know, high lords, kings, and all that stuff get away with rape. They get away with murder. All right? It's only the common people like stable boys and stuff like that that they arrest for like having sex with a lord's daughter and all that stuff. We heard the story about somebody. I don't know. I ain't got time for that. Anyway. Yeah, I'm not looking much like a book reader right now. Actually, this was in the show. Somebody told a story about how some lord was touching him and all this stuff, and then they put him to the wall. Terrible stuff. So anyway, they actually try to fight them, and then they soften up. Apparently, Ali got more balls than some of these goddamn Night's Watchmen. Ali rushes them. They grab him. They grab Alistair Thorne. Then they say lock them up, which pissed me off because I'm sitting there like, well, lock them up? For what? For what? What do they get locked up for? They don't... Listen, man, they need to do things the Wildland way. I don't think the Wildlands would have locked these guys up. They deserve to have been stabbed by every member of the Wildland. And then they could have said, for the watch, in a very ironic twist. Or, my personal favorite, they should have just stabbed them and said, for Jon Snow. That would have been gangster as hell. You know what I mean? That's how we would have did it in the hood. Over here in New York City. That's how we do it. We ain't locking these niggas up. We would have grabbed them. We would have stabbed them. Sorry for the N-word. I'm hood. What can I say? Anyway, on to the third thing. The Mountain. Alright, so this guy's over here talking crazy. He talking crazy stuff about Cersei. We all know he lying, but I'm thinking, alright, this is cool. He talking stuff. And then they're showing him in the next clip. And I'm like, wait, who the hell is this guy? Why are they showing him? He's supposed to be important or something like that. And then, of course, the Mountain comes up on him. He pisses on his like armor a little bit, and then he just grabs him and smashes his head right into the wall that quick, and then you like see guts splatter on the wall. That was crazy as hell, and I'm not gonna lie, I was shocked. Oh wait, I mentioned the first death of the episode when 1-1 grabs the guy and like just swings him into the wall. That was yo man, those were some awesome deaths right there. Which one is better, the 1-1 death or Mr. Robert Strong pushing the guy head into the wall? You tell me, which one is better? You know what I mean? I personally think that 1-1 death was cooler. I don't know. Alright, so 4. So Tommen's talking to Jaime. He's all soft. It's a sweet kid. I gotta give it to him. He's really sweet, but he is kind of soft. You see, he's conflicted because he wants to be tough. He wants to be gangster. He wants to be like Jay Smooth over here. He wants to, because if I was king, you already know what it is. It wouldn't be none of this talking. The High Sparrow, none of this shit. If I want to speak to my queen, if I want to talk to my lady, there's no debate here. There's no debate. Like, why am I talking to you? I'm the king, all right? I want to talk to my queen. The minute he would have mouthed off, that would have been off with his head right then and there. I would have told my uncle father to kill him, all right? Now listen, he's so sweet. He's talking to Jaime. He's regretting not, doing anything. Jaime tries to calm him down, let him know, like, listen, man, you're not about that life. You soft, so you can't do nothing about it. So then Jaime is talking to the High Sparrow, and he's right, man. This guy got a lot of balls, man. And a lot of people is wondering why they don't just kill this guy. They don't seem that tough. They got more people on their side than the High Sparrow. And that's just not true. See, what you need to remember is that when Cersei was doing the Walk of Shame, you seen how many people was rallying up against her. See, the problem is nobody likes these people. The rumors already going around that she's having sex with her brother. All right? The High Sparrow took control of the city. And that's Cersei's fault. She put him in power. And he's right. When he was telling Elena Tyrell that the many fear the few, or whatever he was saying. But basically, he's basically saying that we are the many. You are the few. We are the people. It's a rallying. It's an uprising. They're getting tired of all of these kings and lords that are treating people bad because they treat people like shit and flea bottom anyway. All right, the only person that's treating people with some kind of respect was Marjorie. But, of course, Cersei wanted to, hate on her. She was too busy up there trying to have sex with a little 13-year-old or something, how old he is in the show. But she was too busy trying to swoon Tommen that she forgot about the people. Now, the High Sparrow didn't forget about the people. He giving people shoes and food and all of this stuff. The King's Landing ain't doing that. The castle ain't doing that. So, of course, they're on the High Sparrow side. So, they seem to have more people. They don't have no armor, though. They don't have no nice swords. So, to be honest with you, with Robert Strong, Mr. One Hand Jamie, and the whole Tyrell army, I honestly think that they can overtake these High Sparrow and all these little cloths and stuff like that, because let's be honest, man, you need an army. All right, so the High Sparrow got bold, but he's gonna learn very soon. Then we get Tommen talking to his mother. Once again, another sweet moment. You know, I should have saved you and all that stuff, but he didn't. It's too late. You already shown your weakness, so you gotta die. The prophecy is real. He's done for. All right. And the mother gives him a little hug, all cutesy and all this other stuff. She kisses him on his cheek because he's sweet. You know what I mean? See, Joffrey wouldn't even accepted a kiss right there. He probably would have just mushed his mother out the way or something like that. Terrible kid, but he would have got shit done. All right, what happened next? Tyrion. What the hell is going on here? This guy got balls too. Maybe this episode should have been called Balls instead of Home, because he's in the throne room. You see him. He's talking to Missandei. He's talking to Grey Worm. And he's honest. You know, it's a little joke between him and Varys again. He's talking about his balls. Then he says, "Oh snap" to Grey Worm, because he has no. Well, do they not have balls, or they don't have a penis either, right? Answer that question in the comment below. I don't think they have penises either. You know, it seems like Grey Worm and Varys and Theon Greyjoy needs to have like a little a council meeting for the dickless men and all this stuff, and like kind of like, you know, I kind of feel bad for these three. But anyway, little jokes there. Then he goes to talking while he's drinking, and he says, you know, dragons do not do well in captivity. He said, how do you know? That's what I do. I drink and I know things, which is the truth. That's been one of Tyrion's biggest strengths, is that he knows shit. He's kind of like me. We read books, you know. We like dragons, all right? And we know things, all right? I know things, all right? And what I know is Tyrion, this showed a lot. Tyrion goes down there. I did not think he was going to do this. I was scared for him, because, you know, the whole thing from the books with somebody that they cut out who was the son of Doran. But the thing is like, I was scared. I'm like, yo, what the hell is he doing? He really about to walk up to these dragons? And he did it. And it seems like what he said is the truth. Dragons seem to be a little bit smarter than humans. I don't know if they're smarter than humans, but one thing I can tell you is that they're definitely smart. They seem to know that Tyrion wasn't there to harm them. He told a beautiful story about how he always used to dream about having a dragon, and we always known this since like the first season. He's been reading about them, getting his knowledge up about them. He actually touches the dragon. The dragon didn't do nothing. He took the thing off one of the dragons, and the other dragon was like, yo, I ain't trying to fight you. Go ahead, take it off of me. He takes the thing off the other dragon. What's their name? Viserys and Viserys and other dragon. So he does this to the other dragon, and they just stay there. So these dragons got some sense about them. It just seemed, I think Drogon was the only crazy one. He was that, you know, one of those badass baby kids that used to go out and, you know, used to go into the kitchen late at night and try to cook food when you told him not to, and throw shit at the teacher. That was Drogon. He's the wild child. But the other two dragons is cool. And so it looks like, to me, it seems like Tyrion got a connection to these dragons. So I don't know. I've heard rumors. You know, I ain't going to go through all the rumors. But, you know, 3 dragons, 3 heads of the dragons. Tyrion riding a dragon. We never know. I would love if he's riding one of the dragons while Dany's riding the other dragon. And, you know, we'll get to the end of the episode to see who's riding that third. But, great scene. Next, we go to Arya training. One of the best things. Yo, this episode is just so freaking good, man. Because this is what I've been waiting for. Because he's kicking. This girl is kicking Arya's ass. And then, you know, she disappears out of nowhere because, you know, she got special ninja skills. And then Jaqen H'ghar comes and he grabs her. And this is what I've been waiting for. Because a lot of people been asking, is she going to stay blind? Is she blind? And in the books, she's blind, but the same moment happens that happened in the TV show where she was offered to get her eyesight back. So at least they alluded to that in this TV show because she's not blind forever. It's not like they took her eyes. They did take her eyesight, but same thing happened in the TV show is what happened in the books. He asked her, did she want it back? Well, first he asks her, he says, what's your name? He's looking for her to say Arya. He says, if you tell me your name, I'll let you sleep under a roof tonight. And she said, I have no name. Then he offered her some food. She said, I have no name. Then he said, yo, listen, I'll give you your eyesight back if you tell me your name. Once again, she said she don't have no name. He's like, all right. And then you actually see him smiling when he walking away. So he's proud of that. Then Arya goes to reach for the bowl. He says, no, you're not a beggar anymore. So I don't know. What the hell is she? I'm thinking she's your boy from Assassin's Creed. What's his name? Damn. It's been a long night, man. I'm too hyped over what happened in the episode, all right? But this, I'm thinking, because looking at scenes from next week, but we get to that, it's going to be some crazy shit on. Like, by the end of this, man, Arya's going to be badass, man. It's going to be scary, man, because she already learned from Syrio Forel. Now she's learning this from Syrio Forel because Jack and Agar is Syrio Forel. That's not true, but I'm just speculating. Alright, so now, moving on from that, from Badass Arya, we go to Ramsay, another holy shit moment. They're talking. This corny ass traitor, Karstark's son, is over here talking smack. They all talking. Then of course, some idiot is gonna come in and says that Walder Frey is having a son. As soon as he said that, the first thing I'm thinking is, oh shit, like this is not good. She had a son. Now, Roose even knows it because he looks at Ramsay, and Ramsay is walking over to him, and I'm like, okay, he's gonna congratulate him. I was literally about to say, after this hug, Roose needs to go, hide his wife, and then go back and kill Ramsay or have him ordered to be killed. Because I knew Ramsay was going to kill Roose after this moment. And I sincerely believe that Roose was thinking about killing Ramsay. If Ramsay wouldn't have killed Roose, at this moment, Roose would have killed Ramsay. So they both knew the deal, but I don't think Roose knew it was going to happen this fast. I didn't know it was going to happen that fast. He hugs him. There's a stabbing motion. Now, I actually didn't know who got stabbed at first. I was like, oh, shit. I thought he stabbed Ramsay at first. And I'm sitting there like, what? So Ramsay's dead? And then all of a sudden, no. Even worse, Roose dies. Then this guy comes in. Karstark says something like, he seems to be on Ramsay's side, which makes me think, like, did he know Ramsay was going to do that? Like, did they plan this? Because he seemed to just jump on Ramsay's side. Or maybe this guy's just smart enough to know, like, fuck it. I mean, Roose is dead, so what I'm going to do? I might as well act like I'm on Ramsay's side, because some people are that smart. See, I'm that smart. You know what I mean? If I ain't in that position of power and I just see him kill his father, at that moment, I'm acting like I'm with him. I'm like, yo, respect the Lord, or respect the man right here. This is the dude right now. You got to respect him. Or, you know, Karstark could have just killed Ramsay in that moment and then took over Winterfell. You know? These people don't know how to do it. See, I know how to play the Game of Thrones, alright? I would be king. Alright, so anyway. Why do I give Ramsay any kind of credit? I could have sworn that he was going to show mercy to Walder. She comes, he holds the baby, his little brother, then he gives it back to her, and I'm like, alright, he can train his little brother growing up, he could do this, or, you know, he could kill Walder and take over the son, anything. But no, what the hell was I thinking? It's Ramsay fucking Bolton. I'm going to call him Ramsay Snow from now on. Alright, Jon Snow is not a Snow no more. I'm reverting Ramsay back to a Snow, because he is a bastard. This guy's crazy as hell. Another terrible moment in Game of Thrones. What the hell is wrong with this guy? Why do you have to kill the baby? Why? For what reason? You could have shipped him off. And well, then again, he couldn't have did that because the guy would have known he was a Bolton. But Boltons don't hold that much power. I mean, Ramsay's not going after the throne. So or maybe he is, but he's never going to get it because this guy's insane. So he kills Walder Frey. He kills his little brother. Terrible moment. Hard to even enjoy the next scene, which I'll get to it. But I know Walder Frey. Yeah. Isn't Lord Frey, isn't his name Walder too? Because they name all the daughters after him or something like that. So, but that's Walder with ER, and then I guess it's L. I don't know. But yeah, so the main Walder Frey, it's got to be some revenge for that. Because everybody's going to know. I mean, so it just so happened by coincidence that Roose dies, and his wife dies, and the son dies. What, all by poison? Because he said to tell them that Roose got killed by poison. All right, then how the wife and the baby die? Poison baby food? Like, come on. So now, it's going to be problems with that. It was hard to enjoy the next scene, but the next scene was Brienne telling Sansa about Arya. This was a great moment. And then Theon has a great moment redeeming himself, says he's going back home. What does home mean? Does home mean Winterfell? Does home mean the Iron Islands to Pike? Honestly, either one would be very entertaining because if he's going to Winterfell, he's going to kill Ramsay. If he's going to Pike, we'll get to that later, but it'll be some conflict there too. So that'll be great. Now, I want to point on something because, see, this don't sound that weird, but see, I need to watch it back. I don't know. She says she saw Arya, but I don't know if she mentioned that much, that she saw the Hound with her, and that it was this guy with a burnt face, and that this and that. Because, to me, I think Sansa would have commented on that because she knows the Hound. To me, it feels like them not mentioning him that much, to me, leads to something. Because it's like they want us to forget about him. But we'll see. I be knowing these things. I'm fucking good. I'm telling you. So anyway, next scene. Balon Greyjoy gets killed. After talking shit to Yara, thinking she could have killed him. Because as we know in the books, he's been dead for a while. He's been dead so fucking long. Now it seems like Melisandre's leeches on Gendry, wherever the fuck he is, was true. She named 3 kings dying. She said Joffrey. She said Robb. She said Balon. Now he's the third. Listen, man. She thinking her prophecies ain't coming true. They're coming true. Now, he's been dead for a while in the books. He died before Joffrey and all of them. And apparently in the books, the story is he fell off a bridge. We never knew how he died. So I actually like what the show did. Apparently, Euron Greyjoy killed him, threw him over the bridge. Crazy moment. It was awesome to see that your boy Balon didn't go out like no sucker. He actually, he's a true Greyjoy. He walked up to him. He, got a little slice in. Seemed like he sliced his face before dying. So it is what it is. If you look in the reaction video, you'll see my smile when they mention something called Kingsmoot. You see that I smile a little bit, because book readers already know. This is the only thing in the books this is the only thing from the books that they haven't done on the TV show yet. They skipped the Greyjoy storyline. But so it's only that and maybe a little bit of Sam and Gilly and their whole trip on the boat. Those 2 moments are from the book. Everything else we don't know. They've surpassed the books in so many ways. It's not even funny. There's a couple of other moments, but they're not going to do that. They cut some characters out. It's all good. So that was great. And then, of course, next scene, best scene ever. The end of the episode. God. Starts. Oh, man. It was so crazy. I thought they was going to be messing with us. They didn't mess with us. Davos comes in. This show is not wasting any time this season, and I love it. They're cutting straight to the goddamn chase. I don't know what's going to happen this season. He comes in. He tells Melisandre, yo, can you resurrect my boy and all that stuff? She's like, I don't know. I've seen it be done before. She having, I don't know, some kind of Down syndrome kind of moment. And she's kind of like, I don't know, she's sad or whatever. She's old. So she's basically like, it's Alzheimer's. And, She's having an old person's moment. It actually looked like she was sitting in a rocking chair in front of the fireplace. But it's all good, you know. Davos comes in. He brings her back into her hot, her hot young self, the sexy self that she is. She is sexy, by the way. But so then he brings her back into herself, and he's like, listen, you saw it be done before. You saw a guy get brought back 6 times. Yo, come on, like, help us out. She's, she finally comes to it. She comes in there, and I'm like, at first, if you watch the reaction, I thought, like, oh, man, so she's not going to help? And it turns out it was her. She's praying. I'm thinking she's about to cut off all his hair. And I'm like, well, you can't do that. That's the contract right there. If Jon Snow don't have long hair, chicks won't like him anymore. You know what I mean? He's not going to be badass anymore. But, it will be all good because, as we know, Jons with short hair are actually sexy too, like me. You know what I mean? I got short hair. I'm sexy. But anyway, so she's praying over him. She's cutting his hair. She's saying all his prayers. She put her hands over him. Nothing happens. So I'm like, I know Game of Thrones ain't going to do this shit. I know they're not about to ever do all this prayer. Everybody walks out, and then they're going to cut the credits. That would have pissed me off so much. That would have pissed the audience off. But it looks like they were going to do that. She does all this prayer. She pauses. She says it again. She says it again like somebody using a damn defibrillator. And it keeps going, beep, and all this stuff. Oh, man. So, Tormund Giantsbane, the first one to walk out, he like, yo, this chick fronting right now. She don't know what the hell she doing. He walks out. Davos look like he's still there. He like, all right, I'm going to give her a couple of more tries, a couple of more chances. Didn't work. He walks out. I'm like, no, wait. She walks out first, before Davos. So now Davos there. I'm like, is he going to do a prayer? Like, what is he like? So, and then he walks out. And I'm like, yo, they can't be serious right now, man. And then, of course, your boy Ghost woke up. And I said, whoa, wait. They about to do so. What's this? And then Jon Snow just pops up or something. What'd he do? He said, like that. And I was like, oh, shit. I don't even know why I'm doing it again. You can see the real reaction. I can't, fucking reinvent it. Best moment ever. I thought they was going to wait episode 3 or 4. I knew they wasn't going to wait a long time because it would be bad writing. They do it at episode 2. Out of all the crazy shit that happened in this episode, they didn't even need that last moment, but thank God they did it. So now, what do you think is going to happen at this point? I think that he died, so it's no longer the oath. It's to my, life ends, to my nice end. I don't know the whole damn thing. It's like a whole bunch of words and paragraphs that tell you can't, do stuff with women and have children and all this other stuff. That if I was a member of the Night's Watch, I would have chose to ignore all of that because, come on, let's be serious, man. You can't leave the wall. You can't do this. I would have been gone. I don't even know why he joined the Night's Watch. That was a stupid idea. But, I get it. Watch season 1 again. Catelyn hated him, blah, 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 blah. He's back. He died. He's free of this oath. You know what I mean? Is he going to still be the same Jon Snow? I don't think so. I think he's going to be more badass. I think a lot of people, it's going to be a lot of heads rolling. It's going to be crazy as hell. It's going to be the best. I won't get into that many theories. I will get into that after the next episode because it looks like Tower of Joy is coming up. Next episode is going to be crazy as hell. Yo, this season is going to be crazy. It looks like Tower of Joy is coming up. It looks like Arya's training. It looks like Tormund is at Winterfell, and he said that, I got a gift for you. What's the gift? Is it Jon Snow? Who the hell knows? Crazy fucking episode. I loved it. Sorry for my ebonics, you know what I mean? If you ain't from the hood, I think I said enough for you to kind of understand a little bit of it. I don't know if you can see my t-shirt. You can add me on Instagram. It's backwards here. Just at JSmoothNYC. You already know what it is. I'll leave the link below. Subscribe. Like this video. Do all that. Tune in next week. Episode 3. It's going to be crazy. Alright. See you next week. Peace.